potato.
Sarah Cumming here with 7 Adelaide's afternoon news. Making news this hour. Calls for an independent review into the death of a Kilburn grandmother left alone in a hospital corridor. Cape Jervis spared but not out of the woods as a massive bushfire rages on the Fleurieu. Fresh pain for South Aussie mortgage holders as the Reserve Bank increases interest rates. Look who's back, a former Liberal senator to lead One Nation's assault at the state election. And a blow for the Crows as a key figure flies the coop, poached by the AFL.
Live from Adelaide, this is 7 News.
Good afternoon. We begin with the extraordinary response to the death of a Kilburn grandmother in a Royal Adelaide Hospital corridor exposed by 7 News. The Premier has described the images of Helen Sargent's final hours as shocking, but SA Health maintains the care she received was appropriate. Mitchell Sariovsky has the details.
The events leading up to Helen Sargent's death have sparked widespread outrage and calls for an immediate independent review.
Minutes after 7 News aired the Kilburn grandmother's heartbreaking story.
64-year-old died in a hospital corridor. 7 News has obtained damning CCTV that shows...
The responses flooded in. So sorry for this disgusting treatment, one said. And where is Peter Malinauskas?
I mean, these are shocking images and they speak to exactly why there will be a thorough investigation.
64-year-old Helen Sargent was admitted to the RAH with breathing difficulties in October last year. But with all rooms occupied, she was parked in a hallway outside a kitchen and left unattended for more than an hour without an emergency buzzer. When Helen was finally checked on, she was unresponsive and pronounced dead shortly after. Today, SA Health doubled down on its own findings that its response was adequate.
The care for Miss Sargent was appropriate and that the location of her death was not a contributing factor to her death.
I do think there needs to be a further independent review into this. I mean, it's a shocking scenario, and to think that an elderly woman could die alone in a corridor at our flagship hospital is shocking.
Has Helen Sargent been failed by your hospital system?
Well, as I said, we will make sure that there is a proper cooperation with a coronial investigation that needs to take place.
Helen's family have told 7 News they're hopeful their family tragedy will force authorities to act.
The raging bushfire on the Fleurieu Peninsula has come within a kilometre of Cape Jervis. More than 250 firefighters are battling the Deep Creek blaze, and as Lauren Rose reports, worsening conditions are expected tomorrow.
The CFS is using the Second Valley airstrip to refuel its water bombers as this firefight enters its 3rd evening. Overnight, emergency crews halted the spread of the blaze that broke out in the Deep Creek National Park on Sunday from reaching the Cape Jervis township. They say it came as close as 1 kilometre. Residents who chose to stay gathered at the boat ramp, the last resort refuge, ready to get in the water if they had to.
It's been an amazing thing to see the town kept safe and that homes that belong to people are still here for them to come home to when they return.
Fire crews made a conscious decision to put themselves in front of that fire and stop that fire from getting towards Cape Jervis, and I'm incredibly proud of their efforts.
Main South Road from Delamere remains closed in both directions, cutting off access to Cape Jervis and Kangaroo Island. Last night, some people unable to get home slept in their cars.
We seem safe. Our house is fine, but yeah, I'm not sure about anyone else's stuff. People are worried about their animals and cattle.
The Wirrina Cove Holiday Park has opened its facilities to those on their way to Kangaroo Island whose ferries have been cancelled.
We are going to take a little rest and wait. Maybe the road will open tomorrow morning and we can still have one day at Kangaroo.
Literally opened boom gate and opened all the toilets up and everything like that, so at least people could just help themselves. And same thing even as the coming days go on, because this is going to take a while, I think, to get in control of.
While the CFS says the immediate threat to Cape Jervis has eased, worsening conditions are forecast tomorrow.
This fire is not going away. It is going to continue to be a challenge for us. The Fleurieu Peninsula is an absolutely stunning piece of landscape, but unfortunately the winds are constant, they are erratic, they shift directions depending on where you are on the fire ground.
We'll have the very latest on the Deep Creek bushfire in our next news hour at 6.
7 News can reveal a driver who police say almost ploughed into pedestrians on a busy city street was on bail at the time. Shocking CCTV caught the moment the SUV drove down the footpath outside a Curry Street nightclub, not once but twice. It happened early on Saturday morning. 30-year-old Ali Nadiri is facing a raft of charges, including 4 counts of endangering life. He's been refused bail and we'll tell you why in our main bulletin at 6. 5 people and 2 dogs have escaped a house fire in Adelaide's north. Emergency crews were called to Brookside Close in Davern Park just after midnight. Firefighters arrived to find the single-storey home well alight, flames burning through the back and spreading into the roof. The fire is believed to be accidental. The occupants say smoke alarms gave them precious time to escape.
Make sure you have fire alarms because it just saved 5 lives.
4 people were taken to hospital and treated for smoke inhalation, but all avoided serious injury. For millions of home buyers, this news will come as a blow. Interest rates are up, the Reserve Bank taking action after a rise in inflation. And there is a warning more increases could be on the way. Chris Reason has the latest.
Good afternoon. Well, it was what economists had predicted and no mortgage holder had wanted. Confirmation of a 0.25% interest rate rise. The RBA's way of saying Happy New Year, Australia. At 2:30 local time here in Sydney, they broke the news, taking the official cash rate to 3.85%. The bank governor, Michelle Bullock, holding a press conference here an hour later to background those moves, citing heating inflation as the key reason they decided to lift rates. It's the first time since 2023. Headline inflation, remember, last week hitting 3.8% to December. That's well above the RBA's target band of 2 to 3%. Governor Bullock saying it was a unanimous board decision.
We're trying to target inflation over the next 1 to 2 years, given the time it takes interest rate changes to flow through the economy.
Now, that rise takes repayments on an average Australian $700,000 mortgage up by about $109 per month. Quite a blow. The worrying news, though, is that the board's statements indicate inflation is expected to, quote, stay above target for some time. A hint, perhaps, of more rate rises to come this year. In Parliament, Treasurer Jim Chalmers delivered the news to a chorus of groans opposite him. The government under enormous pressure from both the opposition and economists as well for its excessive spending.
Now, this will be difficult news for millions of Australians with a mortgage.
We're not too sure if this week he's going to blame the Wiggles or Bluey. But it's going to be somebody else's fault.
Now, this is a long way from over for either the government or, more importantly, mortgage holders, with one respected economist we spoke to saying that he is predicting interest rates could indeed rise to 4.35% within the next couple of months, perhaps even to 5% by the end of the year. We'll have more on that in 7 News at 6 o'clock. Back to you.
A Seaford Rise man is now facing a murder charge over a serious assault last month. Police were called to a house on Parkview Circuit on the 21st of January, where they found a 57-year-old man seriously injured. A 45-year-old was arrested and charged with attempted murder, but his alleged victim has now died, so that charge has been upgraded. Former Liberal Senator Cory Bernardi will lead Pauline Hanson's One Nation at next month's state election. As Michaela Kamarik reports, he says the party will provide the opposition South Australia currently lacks.
Well, Cory Bernardi says he and Pauline Hanson share the same values, making his move to One Nation a no-brainer. Approached directly by Ms Hanson to run, the former Liberal heavyweight was today greeted by supporters, a sea of orange, cheers and selfies. The party says it will prioritise cutting red tape for business, reducing the cost of living and slashing government spending, even claiming it can fix ramping.
Our mission is to provide a voice for everybody.
I'm warning Labor now. You're on notice. We are coming for your seats.
Mr Bernardi previously served as a federal senator from 2006 to 2022, quitting the Libs in 2017 to launch his own Australia Conservatives Party. He argues South Australians have been let down by both major parties, pledging One Nation would be the strongest voice of opposition. But critics say voters should be cautious.
This is the guy that said that same-sex marriage is akin to bestiality. He says that abortion is a death industry.
I'm certainly not going to get myself in a position where I'm commenting on personalities that are, part of the chaos and turmoil we're seeing on the Conservative side of politics.
The party plans to field candidates in every seat across the state and run a full upper house ticket.
An Adelaide GP will stand trial on serious sex charges. 62-year-old Ying Yu today pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of rape and 1 of indecent assault of a teenage female patient in his care. The alleged offences occurred in January last year. He'll front the district court in May. SA Water is facing a clean-up bill after a burst main flooded a house in North Adelaide this morning. It gave way on the corner of Hill Street and Childers Street just after 4 a.m, spraying water and rocks 10 metres in the air. It also knocked out supply to more than 30 customers until around lunchtime. Federal Parliament is back for another year and it's high drama in Canberra as Susan Lee tries to patch up a rocky relationship with David Littleproud. As Isabel Mullen reports, the Liberal leader has made the Nationals leader an offer.
Good afternoon. Susan Lee has extended an olive branch to David Littleproud in a bid to bring the coalition back together, but so far it's no deal. Day one back in Parliament, starting with the traditional church service in Canberra. Susan Lee suggesting that the 3 Nationals who voted against hate speech laws sit on the back bench for 6 months. David Littleproud releasing a short statement saying the offer is being considered. It will be a difficult year for both the Liberals and the Nationals if they don't get back together. And you can see that now in Parliament. 14 Nationals MPs now sitting on the crossbench, their representation as big as the opposition, which means the opposition has fewer chances to challenge Labor in question time. There were a few wisecracks when the PM and Treasurer were asked about the cost of living.
The only cost of living issue they're interested in talking about is the cost of living with each other. That's what they're interested in, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the leader of one of the 3 far-right parties in this country for his question. I can't hear you back there. I can't hear you back there.
I asked the coalition just get it together and get us back to a normal parliament.
So a historic day here in Parliament. The opposition's numbers vastly depleted, something they'll want to fix pretty quickly.
Friends and rugby club teammates have been paying tribute to Australian snowboarder Brooke Day after she died in an accident in Japan. The 22-year-old sustained critical injuries when a strap from her backpack became caught on a ski lift and she was left hanging in midair at a resort near Nagano. Teammates from her rugby club on Queensland's Sunshine Coast have called her a shining light to all who knew her. It's believed Brooke's parents are flying to Japan to retrieve her body. A teenage boy has swum 4 kilometres to save his family after they were swept out to sea in WA's southwest. The family was kayaking when strong winds left them stranded. 13-year-old Austin Appleby battled the ocean to reach land before raising the alarm.
I just said, all right, not today, not today, not today. I have to keep on going.
The teenager has been praised for his bravery. Still to come in 7 News, 2 men are in hospital following a bizarre crash where a car was left abandoned after it slammed into a tree. That story's up next. Also a crime scene mystery in the US. An Aussie-born TV host's mother goes missing. The son of a royal princess in the spotlight again, facing new assault allegations. Later on, the essay-based study providing new hope for children with brain cancer. And meet the Aussie athlete who's chasing Super Bowl glory.
Dr. Larson was in a car accident. She has no recollection of the last 8 years.
I had a memory. I need all of it back.
All new to 7 and 7 Plus.
I feel like my brain is trying to warn me about something. Clear.
Dark tonight on 7 and 7 Plus.
Hi, this is Mel at ECH. How can I help?
Oh, well, hi there, Mel. It's Jan here. I've just got a letter about support at home and, well, it's a little bit confusing.
Yes, it can be confusing, Jan. We get lots of questions about that. Let's go through it.
Oh, I don't even know where to start.
That's okay.
ECH has been doing this for more than 60 years. I can explain over the phone, or even visit in person if that makes it easier.
If you have questions about what support at home means for you, ask ECH.
Discover true comfort at the Posture Care Chair Company, Adelaide's Comfort Seating Centre. From the iconic Posture Care chair to our stunning Lusso Vivente European-inspired recliners, every chair is crafted by hand in Adelaide just for you. And right now, enjoy our free half-price sale. Save over $1,500 for a limited time. Come on in or call us to see our new collection and experience style, support, and functionality that will lift your comfort to a whole new level. The Posture Care Chair Company.
We build houses, which become homes, dreams, which become realities, a reputation of flexibility, value and quality. We are a family building for your family. We are DeChellis Homes.
At My Care Solution, we know nothing compares to the comfort and familiarity of home. When your loved ones need support, My Care Solution is there to help 24/7. My Care Solution. Help your loved ones live at home, where they want to be.
Get free polarised lenses in your second pair. Limited time at Specsavers.
Take control of your sleep with a custom-designed electronic bed from Town & Country, the eBed specialist. Get a queen-size electronic adjustable massage bed, wireless remote control and memory foam mattress for $2,999. Town & Country, the eBed specialist.
Rylock windows and doors combine quality, style and performance. Custom made for your project with an emphasis on energy efficiency. Rylock. Speak to your architect, designer or builder about the Rylock range of products.
For over 25 years, Complete Comfort have been assisting South Australians with their electric adjustable beds, custom-made chairs and mobility products. We have a huge choice of recliner and lift chairs that can be customised to your needs in the style, colour and fabric you want. We're family owned and operated, and we offer after-sales service second to none, including extensive product guarantees. We'll deliver to your home, set up your product and help you live life in complete comfort. Call today or visit our showroom.
Is your difficult block holding your family outdoor living back? At Adelaide Retaining Walls, we work with you to maximise your usable space.
Whether it's a new build, extra space or a lifestyle-changing renovation, we work with you to visualise and install your dream design.
Adelaide Retaining Walls are experts for a range of projects, from value-adding renovations to huge designs with major building companies.
Call now to speak with our team of experts.
Adelaide Retaining Walls, creative solutions that stand the test of time.
Police are investigating a bizarre crash in Adelaide's northeast overnight. Emergency services were called to Ridgehaven just after 1 a.m. when a car smashed into a tree and the occupants fled the scene. Shortly after, crews attended a separate property in Redwood Park where two men suspected of being involved in the accident were found injured.
Oh, I can't believe it because this is such a quiet area. Nothing like that happens around here.
Both men were taken to hospital while police continue to search for a third man. We'll have more on this story in our main bulletin at 6. There are grave fears for the elderly mother of Australian-born US news anchor Savannah Guthrie. Nancy Guthrie has disappeared from her Arizona home, with the local police revealing she may have been abducted. Laura Turner reports.
The search for Nancy Guthrie is becoming more urgent by the hour. Police in Arizona now saying that they believe she was dragged from her bed inside the home where she lives by herself. Now, she's a woman who they say is mentally alert. She doesn't suffer any sort of dementia. So this is not a case of her wandering off and becoming lost. They do say, though, she has some physical ailments and wouldn't be able to walk very far alone. She is someone who brought up her daughter, who's now one of American breakfast television's biggest stars, Savannah Guthrie, here in Bayside, Melbourne. She was born in Sandringham and lived in Beaumaris for the first 2 years of her life. So locals here know her and will now be quite upset with these developments. The 84-year-old has been missing since the 1st of February, and police in Arizona, they say they now are throwing everything at this. There were some alarming discoveries inside her home. They say they now have helicopters in the air and crews on the ground trying to find any trace of this elderly woman.
From what the families told us and everything we've learned, she could not walk out of that home 50 yards. No, we believe she was taken out of the home against her will, and that's how this investigation is moving.
Savannah Guthrie has now pulled out of her role covering the Winter Olympics for NBC America, while the search for her mother continues.
Historical claims against the West Wing actor Timothy Busfield have resurfaced, with a newly unearthed deposition from 1994 revealing Julia Roberts' sister-in-law once claimed the disgraced actor sexually harassed and humiliated her. Eliza Roberts was testifying in support of a teenager who had accused Busfield of sexual harassment on a film set. The 68-year-old is awaiting trial on new child sex abuse charges in the US. The son of Norway's crown princess has been detained by police over fresh criminal allegations. 28-year-old Marius Borg-Haby was arrested on suspicion of assault. The latest accusations come ahead of his trial on Tuesday, where he is charged with the rape of 4 women. If convicted, the prince's stepson could face up to 10 years in prison. Australian Michael Dixon is on the brink of Super Bowl glory. The NFL star got his start as a Sydney Swans hopeful and is just one game away from sporting history. Rob Scott reports from California.
After 8 seasons with the Seattle Seahawks as their punter, Michael Dixon is hoping to become just the second Australian after Jordan Mailata to win the National Football League's greatest prize. And I caught up with him today. Michael, thanks for joining us. Congrats on getting this far. This is going to be the biggest game of your career. How are the nerves?
Yeah, the nerves are all right, to be honest. It's kind of... Once we won the last game, I felt the excitement and the anticipation and everything. But at the moment, I feel pretty good. I'm sure there'll be, some butterflies on game day, but I'll be fine. Yeah.
Are you daring to dream just yet?
Yeah. I mean, you do all your visualization stuff, and you kind of think, there's a real chance at this, but you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself. Kind of try and keep the same routine that I've kept all year. So,
but punting in the NFL wasn't always your dream, was it? You hoped to play Aussie rules. You were with the Sydney Swans Academy.
Yeah.
I suppose that sport really helped you exceed in this one.
Yeah, definitely. I've said before, I had a big kick in that sport. I would still kind of uncork a barrel every now and then. So guys would tell me to give it a crack in the States playing American football, and I did. But yeah, that was my first sporting love for sure.
8 years, Super Bowl debut. It's pretty incredible that you've made it this far, haven't you? A bloke from Sydney making it on the world's biggest stage.
Yeah, it's incredible for sure. I don't take it for granted. Pinch myself many times throughout the year, and yeah, I'll try and make the most of every minute.
Good luck. Thanks so much for talking to us.
Appreciate it.
Hope to speak to you in the winner's circle afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Guys.
Super Bowl 60 will be live and free on the screens of 7 from 10 a.m. on Monday.
Thank you, Rob. Josh Money is here. Josh, what an opportunity on the world stage.
Great story. When he took that punt 8 years ago, in his wildest dreams, I don't think he would have imagined ending up here, so best of luck to him next week.
Absolutely not. Now, you'll have more sport later, and the Crows' list boss is on the move.
Yeah, so Justin Reeds there is the man usually in charge of the Crows' big trades, but this time he is the one who has been poached. We'll tell you just where he's going. Plus, our Taylor Walker exclusive ahead of what's surely his last season. And nothing to see here. The 36ers coach faces the music after reports his players want him out. All that and more coming up. And Sarah, great to have you back in Adelaide.
Thank you.
Like you never left.
Pleasure to be back.
We're all
Thank
really
you,
excited to
Josh.
have you, so best of luck.
Looking forward to it. An SA-based study is hoping to provide a breakthrough treatment for children with brain cancer. That's still to come. How the vaccine works after the break. Plus, more members of the royal family mentioned in the Epstein files. The new program helping Aussie kids who'll soon no longer qualify for NDIS support, and the mystery object that streaked across our skies identified.
On New Highway Patrol.
This vehicle's travelling at 190 kilometres an hour.
The nail-biting takedown. New Highway Patrol. Wednesday on 7.
RAA's the #1 car and home insurer in South Australia. Maybe they reckon it's great value, or I'm just that charming. Let's be honest, it is probably the value. Get a quote today.
At Image Robes, you can get built-in robes designed, made and installed, all on a budget to suit you. Image Robes are the manufacturers, so there's no middleman, with over 40 colours to choose from. Call or visit Image Robes for an in-home measure and quote today.
Feels like we haven't caught up in forever. What's up? I got to shop at
Foodland. Your favourite friends are now at Macca's. Get one of 6 new collectibles in the Friends meal. Choose between a Big Mac or 10-piece chicken McNuggets. Joey doesn't share food. Order the Friends meal today.
Is that mould? A bathroom biohazard of toxic swampiness. I'm not a swamp lady.
Got grout out? Call the Grout Guy.
Blinds Australia's summer clearance sale is on now. Get a massive 40% off all plantation shutters, security, curtains, zip screens and other products. Hurry, don't miss out.
Blinds Australia.
Manix is the name you know and trust for solar power. With brands like Vox and Sungrow and a 15-year installation warranty, plus savings of over 10 grand on a fully installed solar and battery system. Get a free quote today at...
When you power your home with great value and sustainable energy plans from Engie, everything becomes epic. With Engie, it's possible.
Like is when he lets you steal his fries. Real love is when he lets you steal his El Maco. The El Maco is back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That's $250 for the night.
How? I paid $370.
Trivago.
But what if I like to use my loyalty rate?
It's on Trivago.
Trivago compares hotel prices from hundreds of sites so you can save up to 30%. Hotel Trivago.
Ava didn't choose poverty, but every day it chooses her, making her feel like she doesn't fit in and causing her to fall behind. You can choose to support her potential. Sponsor a child like Ava today.
For heating and cooling, call Simmons.
Is your air conditioning system tired or not working and doesn't keep you warm? Simmons Heating and Cooling are the experts in air conditioning servicing.
For heating and cooling, call Simmons.
A world-first trial of personalised vaccines to treat children with deadly brain cancers is giving hope to Australian families. It will involve children not expected to survive for more than 2 years.
We'll look at the genetic makeup of their tumours and find the variation in that genetic makeup of their tumours that is specific to them and their tumour. And then we'll design a messenger RNA vaccine specifically to target that tumour.
The trial, a joint study led by the South Australian Health and Medical Research Institute and the University of Queensland, will be rolled out at 8 hospitals across Australia later this year, including the Women's and Children's. Families are encouraged to ask their child's oncologists for more information. More members of the royal family have been caught up in the Epstein files saga, but none more so than the former Duke of York. Disturbing images and private emails are dragging Andrew Mountbatten Windsor deeper into the scandal. Ben Downey reports.
Well, it appears there are no depths to which Andrew Mountbatten Windsor can fall and no limits on the fallout from these sordid images of the former prince that were released in the latest dump of Epstein files from the US Department of Justice, those showing him on all fours above an unidentified woman. After that, a second woman came out alleging that Jeffrey Epstein had trafficked her to the UK to have a sexual encounter with the former Duke at a royal residence. Despite these revelations, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor nearly defiantly continues to go out in public, riding his horse around Windsor and Royal Lodge, the royal residence that encounter is said to have taken place at, in the same place King Charles has ordered him to leave. Andrew's ex-wife Sarah Ferguson is also deeply entwined, revealed to have congratulated Epstein on the birth of what appears to be a secret son of his in 2011, earlier jokingly asking him to marry her, even pleading for him to send her tens of thousands of dollars. Affected by all of this are the former couple's daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie, who are reportedly and understandably aghast and embarrassed at the developments. And Norway's royal family is also embroiled. Crown Princess Mette-Marit revealed to have exchanged warm emails with Epstein after his conviction, spending nights at his Miami beach house alone and asking him about naked women for her teenage son's wallpaper, all for which she's since apologised. With all of this, it's easy to see why some in Britain's security services reportedly believe Jeffrey Epstein was running one of the world's largest honey trap operations on behalf of Russia's Secret Service.
A Spanish woman has become the first person in the world to receive a face transplant from a donor who had requested euthanasia. The recipient had facial tissue necrosis from an insect bite, affecting her ability to talk, eat and see. The donor was a middle-aged woman who had asked for a voluntary assisted dying procedure due to a severe illness. It is the 6th facial transplant procedure undertaken in Spain. The skies over Victoria lit up this morning as what appeared to be a meteor streaked through the atmosphere. Tyra Stowers caught up with an astronomer who explained the phenomenon.
Well, there was a big bright light that lit up Victorian skies earlier this morning, but it might not be what you think it was. And I'm here with astronomer Michael Brown to talk to us. Michael, tell me, what in fact was it?
It was space junk, a piece of satellite that was coming down over Victoria and seen by thousands of people.
And how often do we see these sorts of things?
We see satellite re-entries over Victoria a couple of times a year, and they sometimes happen in the middle of the night, but this one happened when there were the early risers around, and so lots of people saw it, lots of people took footage of it.
And when you saw the footage, obviously we've seen lots of videos come to light now. You knew for a fact it was not a meteor.
Yeah, straight away. So it was coming in pretty slowly, it was coming in horizontally, and those are telltale signs that it's space junk, whereas meteors are very fast, burn up very quickly, and people don't have time to get their phones out and take footage. So very much space junk.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Michael. Appreciate it.
Wildlife rescuers have been run off their feet as our heatwave and bushfires take a toll. Amelia's at Southern Koala and Echidna Rescue with the details. And Amelia, what can you tell us?
Well, Sarah, the team here have seen an influx of animals in the last week thanks to that extreme heat, but they are expecting to see many more through the doors in the coming days thanks to that Deep Creek bushfire that is going. To tell us a little bit more about it now, I'm joined by Mish Simpson from Southern Koala and Echidna Rescue. Mish, how do you expect the next week to look?
It's really hard to know with bushfires, but we are expecting this particular one will have a lot of impact on the wildlife. So we're gearing up our vet clinic to be ready for an influx and, yeah, do the best we can.
You have spoken to the Environment Department as well?
Yeah, we've been working with government officials and said we're available to help and, yeah, just waiting for when it's safe for us to start, going out there and trying to find some animals that need us.
Thank you, Mish. No doubt a busy few days. Sarah, I'll be back with a look at the forecast very soon.
Thank you, Amelia. Look forward to it. We will have the latest on your money with ING Bank after the break. Plus, Thriving Kids, the government program providing critical support for children with autism. Furry friends dress up as butterflies, paramedics and even inmates for a popular parade. And a famous rodent celebrated on a day that feels a little familiar.
Someone who has everything.
This will be one of the most powerful auditions you'll ever see.
birds of a feather. We should stick together, I know.
I think of my mum when I sing this song. So unfortunately, my mum passed away. I was her full-time carer.
I love you till the day that I die.
That was very beautiful.
I am the most vocally diverse artist you've ever had.
I love whatever's going on here.
I was never like born confident, just breathe. I'm a forklift operator.
Really?
Oh. So good.
Nothing better than seeing someone who wants it. You're why this show exists.
New Australian Idol on 7.
All new Australian Idol tonight, 7:30.
At SA Disability Care, we offer more individualised support and immediate care.
The nature of my disability, called a bilateral amputee. All the little jobs I used to do as a normal person with legs don't get done unless SA Disability was there to be able to point me in the right direction to get those services.
Who cares more about your disability and aged care needs right now when you need it? SA Disability Care does. Contact us now for more immediate support.
Introducing a breakthrough in anti-aging treatments, the Zahav Dynamic Lift. This powerful technology delivers a complete gym workout for your face.
I'm Katrina Webb, Paralympic gold medalist. The Dynamic Lift is my alternative to cosmetic surgery. It's my secret to radiant, youthful skin, and the only anti-aging treatment I really trust.
Ready to start your journey to ageless beauty? Call Yafa Zahav today to unlock your special offer.
When we started Bear, the funeral industry hated us.
We were told a low-cost funeral director without brick-and-mortar parlours would never work.
But after hard losses of our own and experiencing the cost and complexity of funerals firsthand, we left our careers behind and set out on a mission to change the way Australians say goodbye.
Turns out, when you let families arrange a funeral from the comfort of their own home, rather than a funeral home, you end up with a goodbye that's easier, more personal, and way more affordable. Whether that's a traditional funeral, a casual gathering at the pub, or a simple cremation.
While other funeral directors told us our approach would never work, 6 years later, here we are. We've now been trusted by over 40,000 Australian families as we devote ourselves to making one of the hardest times in life that little bit easier.
And while we're still not welcomed by some in the industry, there's no place we'd rather be.
Bear. Funerals made easier.
It doesn't get a whole lot better than this right now.
Listen to this. Crowd says it all.
Black tie, bad feet, looking fresh. Very, very cool. I could be a Scarface with the little friend say hello. Gee, that's good. The roar says it all.
Now let's check in with Rosanna on what's coming up at 6.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Coming up tonight, we'll bring you more on the furious reaction to the death of an Adelaide grandmother in a hospital corridor. Hear the Premier's response to the harrowing story as the family continues their fight for justice. Also, we'll take you live to the Fleurieu as firefighters struggle to control that raging bushfire. So Cape Jervis remains cut off and in turn KI, and the unpredictable forecast winds will make for another challenging 24 hours. We will bring you the very latest at 6, plus how Costco is poised to expand, where the American discount supermarket chain's opening next, and how it could take on Woolies and Coles, which can only mean cheaper groceries for all of us. Those stories and so much more tonight at 6.
Rosanna, thank you. If you are feeling things are a bit same old today, it may be because it's Groundhog Day. Fairy groundhog Punxsutawney Phil has emerged from his burrow to make his annual weather forecast. This year he's predicting 6 more weeks of winter. America's most famous groundhog celebration drew thousands who danced and chanted Phil's name as he emerged from his tree stump. The share market ended higher even as the Reserve Bank lifted interest rates. Here's James Tao from ING Bank.
Good afternoon. After reacting to the sell-off in metals prices yesterday, investor attention today shifted to the RBA, and the local share market reacted rather wildly to the central bank's decision to raise interest rates by 25 basis points to 3.85%. The ASX 200 fell to its lowest levels of the day immediately following the announcement, but did recover slightly to lift by 79 points, or 0.9%, at the close. Gains were across nearly every sector on the market, with technology and material stocks among the big winners for the day. Miners rebounded after falling heavily yesterday as gold and silver prices stabilised after some recent volatility. Gold miners like Newmont and Evolution Mining added between 4 and 6%. And the RBA decision to raise rates has also supported the local currency, with the Aussie dollar now climbing back above 70 US cents.
The federal government says no parent of a child with autism will miss out on critical support as it lays out the plan for its new Thriving Kids program. Jennifer Beshwati has the details.
Yes, good afternoon. Well, after months of uncertainty surrounding the program, some key details have today been released and will likely be of relief for parents. A reminder, the Thriving Kids program will support children under 9 with mild to moderate developmental delays or autism who will, as of October, be moved off the National Disability Insurance Scheme, which is becoming too complex and too expensive. It'll be broken up into stages, first identifying whether a child is showing signs of delay as soon as possible, then delivering the support depending on the level of care needed. Much of the cost will be covered by the government, split between the Commonwealth and the states. And parents won't have to wait months, even years, for an official autism diagnosis.
Finally, issues in the NDIS were starting to be addressed. It was a broken system. It did not work for kids. This will be easy to access. It won't require a formal diagnosis. And those supports, importantly, will be child and family centred. They will be available where children and their parents live and learn and play.
And in other important health news today, dietitians have sounded the alarm on weight loss jabs, saying that patients using the injections are at risk of serious health problems, including brain and heart conditions, even cancer. It's all stemming from malnutrition because people on weight loss drugs aren't eating properly. A review of 41 global trials of the drugs found only 2 measured dietary intake. Experts say that's extremely concerning.
If the food you're eating isn't meeting your nutrient requirements, you can actually end up with a deficiency disease that will sneak up on you and could be completely missed until it's a major problem.
Advocates say all prescriptions for weight loss drugs must be followed with a referral to a dietitian covered by Medicare.
They say every dog has its day, and in Bolivia, these carnival canines came dressed to the nines. Dog owners dress their furry friends as butterflies, inmates, princesses and firefighters in the pre-Lent festivities. Puppy parents coordinated with their best friends' attire as they paraded in the annual Carnival of Concordia that runs until February 21st. Josh, I'm not sure my pooch would enjoy being dressed as an inmate, maybe a princess, perhaps.
I'm not sure any of those dogs really enjoy it, do they? They don't get a say in the dress.
No, particularly not the inmates, for sure. Josh, what's coming up in sport? Now, Josh, the Crows list manager.
Yes,
big moves.
He's been poached. Normally that's his job, Sarah, but he's trading places this time. Justin Reid is moving on after a long time in charge at the Crows. Also coming up, we will go one-on-one with Crows veteran Taylor Walker. Well, he'd have to spend more time in the sample this season. And Jordan Sweet opens up on Port's ruck race with a young gun eyeing his job.
I'm just going to get out of the bay for a while.
What do you mean?
You can move back home. I won't be there.
I don't want you to go.
I love you. But we both know where this is going. I'm not going to fight for you anymore.
You get on that plane, we're done. I think my marriage is over.
Home and Away. This week at 7 on 7.
What a hotel.
And only $370 a night on my favourite site.
What? You didn't check Trivago?
I got mine for $250.
Check Trivago to compare prices and save up to 30%.
You didn't check Trivago?
Hotel Trivago.
Starting a business is the biggest financial decision we've made. We did it for Max, to have more time together as a family. But we also needed to know we'd be financially protected if the worst happened to one of us. So we did something simple. We got real life insurance.
Protect what you value most by calling Real Insurance now and get up to $2 million cover in case you're diagnosed with a terminal illness or pass away.
Call 135 948 or search Real Life Insurance.
Welcome to Barossa Bowland. You'll be amazed at what you'll discover with our latest attractions, now featuring our brand new Dinosaur Walk. We have SA's largest interactive dinosaur-themed mini golf course. Or maybe bowling is up your alley. Your family-friendly adventure awaits. BarossaBowland.com.au.
From quiet town roads to bustling freeways, a silent predator strikes fear in the heart of travellers everywhere.
Yeah, these bad boys will chip your windscreen, all right, but O'Brien can fix it.
These days, it seems the knees are a little creakier, the cupboards are a little higher, the cleaning takes a little longer, and the washing feels a little heavier. Funny how life sneaks up on you like that. But with a bit of support, home still feels like home. Because a little help can be a big help.
At 5-Star Outdoors, we've been protecting Aussie homes against the harsh conditions for years.
Whatever your chosen defence, you can rely on us.
Buy two and get the third one free. You can even get a mix of blinds and shutters.
We'll show Mother Nature who's boss.
5-Star Outdoors.
That's $250 for the night.
How? I paid $370.
Trivago.
But what if I like to use my loyalty rate?
It's on Trivago.
Trivago compares hotel prices from hundreds of sites so you can save up to 30%. Hotel Trivago.
A criminal phone network is exposed.
News breaks that there has been a murder.
Operation Dark Phone premieres Wednesday.
Hello again. Long-time Adelaide list boss Justin Reid has left the Crows for a job at the AFL, the league poaching him to be its new head of football performance and list management. Reid's been at Westlake since the 2015 season, helping Adelaide reach a grand final in 2017 and overseeing the club's rebuild in recent years. The Crows have begun the search for his replacement. And Adelaide veteran Taylor Walker is prepared to play sample footy this season if his form's not up to scratch. In an exclusive interview with 7 News, the forward admits the possibility of featuring for the reserves was raised when he signed on for a 19th season late last year.
We just had a great discussion about, that potentially might go down that path if my performance doesn't allow me to do what is expected. And I understand that. That's the caper we're in. If you don't perform, you don't play.
But Tex has been outperforming expectations for years now. The 35-year-old will treat this season like it's his last, but says that's nothing new.
Yeah, I always do, and I've been doing it probably for the last 3 years especially. Just treating everything like it's going to be my last time I'll do it. So it's allowed me to have a free mind. My body stayed healthy. And I've ticked every box that I need to do, so that it just allows me to go out and perform and do what I do. And I know I'm getting older and it's probably a lot closer to the end than it previous has been, so just enjoy whatever's left.
Walker played 23 games last season, kicking 39 goals. Port Adelaide ruckman Jordan Sweet is under no illusions. Young big man Dante Vicentini is coming for his job. Speaking on the Powers community camp, Sweet says his 22-year-old teammate has grown up this pre-season.
Absolutely, he's definitely a lot stronger, which is good to see. I think he's been telling me he's put on at least 4 or 5 kilos of muscle, so he's done a great job with his development this pre-season. I mean, we're all trying to get each other better, and we're all trying to achieve a good goal of winning a premiership, and if that helps us get there, so we'll try and do that.
Port's 2-day camp in the Riverland finishes up today. They've connected with 3,000 kids across the region. Pat Cumming says he's prioritising longevity in Test cricket by sitting out the T20 World Cup. Having pushed himself to return from a back injury during the Ashes, the skipper doesn't want to risk a flare-up before a long stretch of Tests. The Aussies play 21 matches in 18 months, starting against Bangladesh at home in August.
The big thing is always making sure you're not going to have any long-term consequences with these kind of injuries. Test cricket's number one for me.
Cummins hopes to return to action in the IPL in late March. Under Fire's Sixers coach Mike Wells has dismissed claims his job is on the line after rival assistant and part owner of the Sydney Kings Andrew Bogut suggested players were plotting to oust him. The club has told 7 News it's spoken with the Kings, but no formal apology has been made. Still top of the ladder with 4 games to play, Wells says it's business as usual.
Honestly, I don't think I need to with those things. I think we constantly have meetings. I don't think there's anything that's happened here internally other than, wow, we lost a couple of games. Everybody would say if it's February 1st and you got 4 games to go and you're in first place, we'd take that.
Sixers co-captain Isaac Humphries denies the leadership group ever met to discuss the coach's position.
I have heard about this phantom leadership meeting that happened about the coach, and I was in no meeting. I don't believe there was any sort of crisis meeting or anything like that. I think Mike's done a great job this year, and he has our confidence and our support.
That man Humphries has recovered from a knee complaint and will line up against the Hawks in Wollongong on Thursday night. Adelaide United goalkeeper Joshua Smits is hoping to avoid a free-flowing game when Adelaide hosts the box office Jets on Sunday afternoon. Coached by former Reds assistant Mark Milligan, Newcastle is on a club record 5-match winning run and sits on top of the A-League ladder.
Don't hope for me that it's going to be an open game. Maybe for the supporters it will be nice if it's an open game, two teams who want to play football and amazing game. But I hope that we can manage to get some present then, that they have a hard time here to play football.
Adelaide is currently 5th, 4 points off of top spot. The countdown to Super Bowl 60 in California is officially underway. Opening night is the first and only chance for media from across the globe to chat to the stars of the Seattle Seahawks and New England Patriots before the big game on Monday morning.
I don't take it for granted and know how special this is, and just trying to enjoy it. Enjoy it with my teammates, enjoy it with everybody who helped get me here, and from there, go try to win it.
Seahawks punter Michael Dixon will become the 5th Aussie to play in the Super Bowl. That game all live and free on 7 as well. Sarah, plenty more from Taylor Walker at 6 o'clock. It's a great chat. He's defined the odds for a few years now, and who would bet against him doing the same this year?
Good on him, Josh. Thank you so much. We have had another sunny summer's day across the city and suburbs, and we're in for similar conditions tomorrow. Amelia's back with the details right after the break.
Put in your woman cave. I'll rephrase that.
New the 1% Club rollover. Wednesday 7:30 on 7.
South Australia. A year of roadside assistance is now included with eligible NRMA car insurance policies, because that's what a help company would do. Renew your eligible policy or get a quote today at nrma.com.au/SA roadside. NRMA Insurance, a help company.
We've always given our family members a good send-off. These times bring family and friends together, and no matter how large or intimate the gathering, Harrison Funerals take care of everything for an individually styled funeral to help tell your loved one's special story. Harrison's is proudly South Australian family-owned and has been for over 95 years. With tranquil and elegant facilities dedicated exclusively to your family and friends, Harrison Funerals is a very special place to say goodbye.
We're here for the dreamers, the morning ponderers, the neighbourhood wanderers, the sample hoarders, the concept boarders, the curious display explorers. However you dream, there's an outback patio for you, made with Stratco How To.
When we found out how much debt we actually had, it was about $91,000.
My budget has been the best decision we've made.
We've paid off 5 credit cards. It's literally changed our life.
mybudget.com.au.
This is my idea of washing, sunshine and fresh air, as well as energy-efficient drying on an Austral clothesline.
Austral, the trusted first choice in clotheslines. They're 100% Australian made and owned. Visit Austral's website for the full range and nearest stockist.
Discover the world the Viking way. Our destination-focused itineraries span 7 continents and spark curiosity. Sail on board elegant small ships with no kids, no casinos, and everything you need included.
Viking's Explorer sale is on now. Book your next ocean voyage and your companion flies free, upgrade to business class, or sail for less. See your Viking travel advisor or book now at viking.com.
Life is better on the water. From paddling and fishing to sailing and cruising. Choose who you spend time with and discover the freedom that boating offers. Adventure awaits. See you out there.
The governess is turning up the heat on this fiery.
Mr. July 2024.
He's not just a piece of meat, you know.
Can he handle the heat?
They're cheering at the fire station.
And put out her flame.
I don't like it when you two fight.
We'll make it up afterwards.
Whoa!
New The Chase, weekdays at 5, then 7 News at 6.
Afternoon, it's Whitey from the Starlight Foundation Traffic Centre. Monster delays this Savo with a smash at Port Adelaide. It's on the Port of Expressway near Perkins Drive. Leave early if you have to head that way, the Savo. Burst water made at a really busy intersection at Pasadena, Goodwood Road and Dawes Road. That's super slow. And a camera at Grange Road, Grange. Every minute of every day, a child is admitted to hospital. Help make it a happier place with a $30 donation to the Starlight Foundation every month. Donate today at starlight.org.au. That's the latest Adelaide traffic. I'll see you tomorrow.
Let's get a check of the weather now, and Amelia joins us from Onkaparinga Hills. Amelia, hello. We've got more blue skies to come this week.
Sarah, we certainly do. Not a drop of rain on the way, though. There is a bit of concern about some wind around tomorrow, but thankfully, at the very least, last week's extreme heat remains in the last week, which is good news. Now, here at Southern Koala and Echidna Rescue, the team here have been dealing with an influx of animals that have been coming in with thanks to dehydration in recent days. They're also bracing for more as a result of the Deep Creek bushfire as well, so they are standing by to take in more koalas that have been displaced as a result of that. Now, in the city, another fresh start. Our low was 12.7 degrees at around 6:30 this morning. Our top today, 33 a short time ago. Right now, it's around that 31-degree mark in the city. Warm and sunny in Melbourne this afternoon too, currently 30 there, 24 in Sydney. Elsewhere, a grey 25 in Brisbane. And it's another stormy afternoon about the top end too. Now to the charts, expect high pressure to dominate the south this week, holding influence over our weather till Friday. Up north, we've got a trough that's hanging around. It'll deepen about the northeast tomorrow, moving further into the picture on Thursday and on Friday. For now though, here's how your Wednesday's shaping up across SA. Isolated showers and thunderstorms about the northeast pastoral district, possibly producing heavy rain in some parts too. So maybe a rumble about Moomba tomorrow. 38 the forecast top there, 40 and sunny in Murray, Coober Pedy and Roxby Downs, up to 39 in Port Augusta. Further south, maybe the odd spot about southern coast and ranges, but sunny and up to 28 in Port Lincoln tomorrow. 32 the forecast top for Whyalla, 35 for Clare, 34 for Kadina and Nuriutpa, 28 the top for Victor Harbour, 38 and sunny in Renmark, and up to 30 degrees in Naracoorte. Maybe a few clouds around Mount Gambier, 28 the top there. And extreme fire danger is forecast for the Mount Lofty ranges due to strengthening winds tomorrow. In the city, down to 16 degrees overnight, sunny, 32 the forecast top. We can expect a similar day on Thursday, up to 33 on Friday. So that's how the week's looking, Sarah, and welcome aboard. It's nice to have you back.
Thank you so much, Amelia. A pleasure to be here. And that is all from 7 Adelaide's afternoon news team. Will and Rosanna will, of course, have our next bulletin at 6 o'clock. For me, it is bye for now.
The 7 News app will give you the news you want every minute of every day, including breaking news alerts. Download the 7 News app now.